SKARNER Rework. Oh shit, we gotta see this.
Riot invited me to
We gotta see this, chat. Hold up.
have a look at SKARNER Rework that should be coming to PBE tomorrow. I'll show you all abilities, gameplay, and provide some extra information that I got from Riot. Spoiler,
Whoa!
this rework is insane. SKARNER role is gonna remain similar. He's gonna be an AD fighter or tank. You can either build AD, build tank, or a combination of both. But it doesn't seem like AP will be a viable option.
What is this?
This version of SKARNER has even more CC. All 4 of his abilities are crowd control, and 3 of them are even AoE. He's gonna use it to
He has 4 abilities that are CC? 4 CC spells?
His abilities are crowd control, and 3 of them are even AoE. He's going to be amazing at disrupting the teamfights. His main role is still going to be a jungler, but it's possible that SKARNER is gonna be playable in the top lane, although it definitely isn't Riot's priority. Let's get started with his abilities. New SKARNER's passive is called Threads of Vibration. SKARNER's attacks, his Q, and his ult apply quaking to enemies. Enemies with 3 stacks of quaking take percentage max HP damage.
What did I say? 3 attacks, max HP damage. Riot Games classic.
Over time. His Q is called Shattered Earth Upheaval. SKARNER rips a rock out of the ground and uses it to empower his next 3 attacks with bonus damage, range, and attack speed. His third attack slams the rock into his target, slowing and dealing significant bonus damage. SKARNER may recast Upheaval to throw the rock as a projectile. It will explode on the first enemy hit, dealing the same damage and slow. Based on this clip, I'm also guessing that this rock throw can go through walls. His W is called Seismic Bastion. SKARNER gains a shield and slams into the ground, creating a shockwave that damages and slows nearby enemies. As straightforward as it gets. SKARNER's E is called Ixtal's Impact. SKARNER charges forward, ignoring terrain, and grabs the first enemy champion or a large monster he collides with. He may then carry them a short distance, damaging and stunning them if they collide with terrain. This ability is similar to Nunu W or Sion ult, but it goes through walls. You can only grab one.
It goes through walls? It's Sion ult that goes through walls, and it's not an ultimate. Bro, what even is Sion ult anymore? What the fuck is that?
Target with this ability.
It's a Kayn plus Sion.
You should know that enemies will see an indicator as to where SKARNER is coming from, similar to Kayn. You can stop SKARNER's E with some crowd control, for example with a stun. SKARNER ult is called Impale. SKARNER impales up to 3 enemy champions, damaging and suppressing them all. SKARNER gains bonus movement speed for a short time and carries them with him until the end of the effect. But unlike with old SKARNER ult, in this case enemies are pretty much attached to him. You cannot do 180 degrees turn to change their position like you were able to do before. And yes, SKARNER enemies can be pulled through walls, but as you can see by the clips, he cannot use his E or Q while he's in his ult. Flashing during your ult is also not possible. So the only ability you can use in your ult is your W.
Okay, that's
so
interesting.
All in all, SKARNER is definitely going to excel at controlling teamfights with his amazing crowd control. He also has a very unique engage thanks to his E, so you can definitely try some sneaky engages into the backline or catch people off guard with it. I wouldn't want to play an immobile carry into this SKARNER. One thing can be said for sure, he should be really fun to play. What do you guys think about the SKARNER rework? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and cheers. SKARNER has...
I think this champ is either going to be absolutely mega broken, or it's going to be completely useless because it has no damage. Because, like, he has a lot of CC, but I don't know how much damage he has. But if he doesn't have any damage, this champ sounds like an insane support, no? Like, fuck, it's not even going to be a jungler anymore. It's just going to go into support. But if it has good damage, then it's going to be absolutely busted. The thing that the thing I really thought about when I saw this was, like, the champ looks really clunky. it just looks really clunky, doesn't it? Like, whoa, I don't know.
Into this Skarner.
Like, look at this team fight. The Skarner just looks really clunky.
One
look at
thing
this.
can be said
He just
for
can't
sure.
do anything. He
Should
can't
be
move.
Really fun
He's
to
just
play.
standing there. There's
What do
not
you
much
guys
he
think
can
about
do.
the Skarner rework? Let me know in the comments.
Not clunky as in design, but clunky as in, like, obviously he has no real movement speed, or like, you know, old Skarner, you'd have phase rush and W and you could just auto Q auto and you'd poke phase rush like that, and Skarner was very mobile. This Skarner looks very like Scion-y, you know, like you can't really, you're just CC chained, you know. You don't have any like reposition, or you can't flash with ult, or you can't W anymore for speed. Like, you're, instead of speeding yourself now, you're slowing them, you know, with your W. So he is fucking Giga Tank Juggernaut Skarner now.
Fun to play.
What was his Q again? I forgot.
Bonus damage.
It was the rock throw, right?
Range, and attack stack slams the rock into his
Just
target,
bonus attack that
slowing
bonus attacks,
and
then
dealing
slows.
significant
So he has a slow, an AoE damage, auto attack magic percent HP, a slow AoE shield. He has a Nunu Scion ult, Kane E through walls, which stuns into wall. Then he has triple suppression, giga fucking mega thorns, suppressing 3 people at once. So he has 4 CC spells, max HP damage, a shield, and 2 slows, plus a suppression. So, how much more CC do you want? How much more CC do you want? That's crazy. Took 3 years for that. They were like, let's give him the classic Riot Games percent max HP. Then let's give him slow. Then we'll give him a slow. Then we'll give him... I think, is this a move speed buff, this E?
distance.
Does he get faster the longer he goes on?
If they collide with
or is he
terrain.
same speed, because that was slow
This
motion?
ability is similar to Nunu W or Scion, but it goes through walls.
Yeah, he travels faster
You
than...
can only grab one
than
target
walking,
with
right?
this ability. You should know that enemies will see an indicator as to where Skarner is
It's kind of a
coming
fun
from.
mechanic. Wait, I wanted to know, like, I think he maybe didn't explain it, but if you, like, in this fight, for example, if he goes through 2 of them, does he get them both? Or is it only 1? Do you get both of them?
Will see an indicator as to where Skarner is
It's only
coming
1?
from, similar to...
Jesus, man. Like, imagine you're getting ganked mid, right? Imagine you're instead of Lissandra here, like your Hui, for example, or some shit. I know he has a fear, but just go with me for a second. Just imagine Skarner ganks you by going through this wall here. Just fucking... like a fucking pile driver just through this wall. Just smashes you into this wall or this wall. Like, how do you survive as a mid laner? If this motherfucker E's from here, you're going into this wall or this wall. If he E's from here, you're going into this wall or this wall. Like, you're gonna get fucking hit. You're getting blasted. His mid ganks seem really strong. I wonder if this Skarner... So the reason Skarner take flash before was flash ult, right? But ult is now a skill shot, and the champ looks quite immobile. I think this Skarner will be played with Ghost, especially if Ghost is buffed, if movement speed is increased through the E, right? So like, he'll probably be Smite Ghost jungler. I don't think he'll need flash. But I wonder if Ghost increases his E speed, or if his E speed is like set, you know? If you have Ghost, for example, do you go faster through this?
You can only grab one.
I wonder. But my god, like, this champ looks crazy good. I don't know if Phase Rush will be his rune.
For example,
I don't know. I think
stun.
Skarner support could be
Skarner
pretty good, you
ult
know?
It's called Impale. Skarner impales up to 3 enemy champions.
I don't think he needs Conqueror.
All. Skarner gains bonus
But then
movement speed
again,
for
Aftershock feels really unreliable to proc, right? Because his ult and his E are skill shots. But the fact that he can suppress 3 champions is unbelievable. Like, that is crazy. Now, I will say, obviously, it is a small choke of skill shot. But
gains bonus
that is crazy that you can suppress. Like, suppress is insane.
for a short time and carries them with him until the end of the effect. But unlike with old Skarner ult, in this case, enemies are pretty much attached to him. You cannot do 180 degrees turn to change their position like you were able to do before. And yes,
Also, like, this ult looks like it takes a while to cast, but if you actually watch this Jax fight,
Team fights
look how fast he ults him.
Control.
Look how fast he
He
ults
also
this
has
Jax.
a very unique engage thanks to his E, so you can
He
definitely...
didn't actually channel the whole thing fully, right?
E.
You saw that? He didn't actually have to stand there and channel it.
Engage
He flashes, throws his rock at him,
thanks to
and channels it for a tiny bit, and then grabs him.
So you can
So he doesn't channel it that long.
You can definitely try.
Damn. Well, this looks pretty strong. But yeah, I can't tell. I don't know. It has such amounts, like so much CC, and it looks like great to have this much CC. But it looks really, really static, this champ, and it looks like it does no damage. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So strengths, obviously, it looks like it has 4 forms of CC. It looks like it's super oppressive if things land, and he looks like he probably has a lot of... I mean, any tank with max HP damage is always nice. The disadvantage is obviously is he looks very like immobile, and I don't think he has that much damage though. Considering the fact that when you ult, you can't cast spells.
As you can see by the clips, he cannot use his E or Q while he's
you
in
can
his
only
ult.
Shield.
Flashing during your ult is also not possible.
I would love to know what the damage shares are. Like his W, is it base damage?
Bastion. Skarner gains a shield and slams into the ground, creating a shockwave that damages and slows nearby enemies. As straightforward as it gets.
Yeah, but what does it scale off of, I wonder? Does it scale off of max HP? Does it scale off HP? Does it scale off AD, AP? What's it scale off of? And like Skarner E, like Skarner Q, what does it scale off of, you know?
Shattered Earth, Upheaval.
It scales with AD,
Skarner
HP.
rips a rock out of the ground and uses it to empower his next 3 attacks with bonus damage, range, and attack speed. His third attack slams the rock into his target, slowing and dealing significant bonus damage. Skarner may recast Upheaval to throw the rock as a projectile. It will explode on the first enemy hit, dealing the same damage and slow. Based on this clip,
what does the Q scale off of, chat? Is there any numbers? AD, we don't know. Why do I feel like Lethality Skarner just looks like, imagine Skarner with opportunity. I wonder what this... I hope Riot don't fuck the AD scalings of Skarner Q. Because I feel like full AD Lethality Skarner, if this scales too egregiously, you could just... Imagine this guy just running around throwing this and just fucking one-shotting. The skill looks like it could do a lot if it was Lethality or some shit.
His third attack slams the rock into his
But yeah, it looks like a jungle top support. Mostly jungle, but I think knowing Riot, it's probably going to end up in support. Like most junglers do. Or, you know, more supports go to jungle. Most junglers go to support, shit like that.
Dealing the same damage and slow. Based on this clip, I'm also guessing that this rock throw can go through walls. His W is called Seismic.
Alright, I would love to know the numbers, but then I can give a much better estimate on how useful he'll be, but... Like, a lot of CC is good, but overloading too much CC in a kit does make it very bad for solo queue. Because you become less and less of a carry. And so in solo queue, his win rate might be really low, because he... In team game, this can be really busted, though. Alright.